Two of Kenya's longest-held abductees are asking the government to compensate them 12 years after their release. Yesse, Mule and Fredrick Wainaina were abducted by the militant Al-Shabaab in 2012 and held for 19 months in captivity. They told Citizen TV's Brenda Wanga about their ordeal and the long search for justice.
Wajir County 2012. For registration officers Yesse Mule and Francis Wainaina, it was an ordinary afternoon of dedicated public service in the remote town of Girile. They were helping residents of this area register for their national ID cards, a task that had not taken place for close to 2 decades here. This government undertaking would lead to a harrowing 19-month ordeal. In the afternoon heat of that day, Al-Shabaab struck.
So within that time, overran the police officers that were guarding us, killed several of them, around 7 to 10 got murdered.
Kulala tukaingia chini ya meza hivi. Ndiye mtu moja, hiyo Al-Shabaab moja, akatuona kwa dirisha. Wakati alituona, Mungu ni mwema, hakupiga risasi. Alirudi kwa mlango. Na sisi tukaamuka.
The government badges saved their lives. They were taken hostage. Their destination, Mogadishu, Somalia. The journey was a forced march of terror. Along the way, the Al-Shabaab militants deployed calculated cruelty designed to terrorize both the captives and the local populace.
We were tied on what we call a technical, the pickups. And driven around the town as trophy, as sword trophy. This is the first town where now the locals were really after us. You know, locals became part of the mob justice, literally mobbing us.
But it was in Mogadishu that the real reign of physical, mental and psychological torture began. Locked away in what they describe as safe houses, they were stripped of their clothes and their dignity.
Those chains were permanent for 19 months. So they were basically dog chains. They would chain your leg with a padlock, padlock it, then padlock chain both legs again, padlock it, then padlock your leg and chain it with your hand, padlock it. So we had 4 padlocks with us and the chains that were permanent. So those ones we lived with them. And the only time I remember they were removed was when we were doing the videos.
Unajua hapo ile kitu kukulura sana kuguni ndio hizo. Just imagine kuguni, tulikuwa na kuguni na uweze makitu kukuwa na makuguni huko, hakuna kitu akijifunika, kuna nini mnalalia nini, hata unajua miguu kuna kitu paka tukasiko na hii inaitwa arthritis miguu, hata saa hii miguu hii inagada ile hujaona.
For 19 agonizing months, Yesse and Francis endured the unimaginable, the uncertainty, the isolation, and the endless fear. Their release finally came after negotiations between the government and the abductors. They returned to their families changed men.
That significant event led, first of all, to my divorce. I mean, I couldn't sustain a marriage, maybe. Because I had a lady who had also undergone her own trauma. And here I was in trauma. So that marriage couldn't last as much as we tried.
Hiyo stress kakuwa mama yangu. Mimi nikuja, nilikuwa naulizwa kaburi. Mama yako, nilikuwa akirudia mama yako alikuwa juu ya wewe. Stress ilimkura paka akaku. Alafu kukaa. Unajua hata maibu naye alipata stress, alikuwa na high blood pressure.
The toll the abduction took on their lives still lingers. For their ordeal, they were awarded Silver Star medals, but they say they have never received this. Yesse Mule and Francis Wainaina survived a nightmare.
Lakini tunashukuru Mungu.
Their ordeal is over, but their battle for justice and recognition continues. They wait, not just for compensation, but for the clear message that the sacrifice and service of their country truly mattered. Brenda Wanga, Citizen.